Previously from the Hood Blogger.
The PPD, selling poison, BBD. Zip it up, throw away the key, speak freely. As long as what you saying have meaning. And remember who was there for the cleaning. And they was rubbing, they was wishing for a genie. Alakazam, Alakazini. And none of that brought back Beasley or Bozy.
SV Twiz, the Hood Blogger. Y'all know how I carry it, man. Shout out to everybody that been rocking with the content. If you're new to the channel, bro, hit that sub button. You won't be disappointed. And if you're a returning viewer, bro, and you ain't sub yet, bro, what's the hold up? Man, run that like button up too. But listen, I have to get into it. Joey Jihad is back outside. Quilly brought Hattie back out, bro. But y'all know how I do it. Before I get into that, we must rewind. Once upon a time in Philly, we had that Too Raw for the Streets DVD, man. Shout out to Big Star. It made a lot of legends in the city, but with that being said, it was also a lot of artists that was hot in the city of Philly, and Star didn't have the time to get to every artist, and he also had people on them DVDs and a lot of other DVDs that was to come that didn't make the cut, you know, and at times you might have paid to get on Big Star joint or something like that, but if you felt as though you ain't had an it factor, then he wasn't putting you out. And there was a lot of people that was hot but might not have had the right energy that time. The beat might not have been right. You know, it was actually artists that was on Too Raw for the Streets that didn't make the cut, but then later on they kept pushing and, you know, made a future of themselves. And then, you know, then Star would repost this stuff, you know, years later. Shout out to Star. And just a couple mentions would be K Walker. K Walker was one of those rappers. And just you know, a Philly fact real quick, in case y'all didn't know, Dark Low and Spinach actually battled. And I'm not gonna let y'all know the outcome of that. Just know that Spinach was Spinach at that time, and ain't nobody know who Dark Low was, but he actually got that footage on his channel, so make sure y'all check that out. But let's get into Had. Now, when it came to Had was different, bro. You know, we had a lot of hot rappers, but when Had came out, people was like, who is this guy? You know what I'm talking about? But before he came out on them DVDs and people knew who he was putting footwork in. It's actually like a legendary battle between him and Cicero. And if I'm not mistaken, because he said a lot of his raps, he was going by the name J. Dot.
False question. Take that dick in too, right? I don't care. Look, listen, yo, he's wrong, man. Yo, show that shit, man. Look, you should be scared the future's here, so your time is up. You strip, don't see no chips, cause you don't grind enough. Cause of my flow, I'm gon' blow, I promise you. If not, the gun under your tongue like thermometers, man. Where I stand, I don't shine enough. They told me it's cake out here, but I can't find enough. So when the 9 is up, duck a good shot. For y'all to make change in the game wasn't the plot. Stop pretending to be something you not. I'm married to the corner. Y'all just fuck with the block. I got coke you can smoke if you lust for the rock. I use magnums. Like if I'm up in some twat. Hey yo, catch me cutting the block of that raw shit. I'm hot, so fuck what you call it. I got 4/5. Go ahead with the bullshit. Over chips, clicks get flushed like a toilet. You'll never catch this man slipping. I'ma stay on my toes. In the kitchen, weighing up holes, man, listen. If I don't get signed, I'm stuck on my grind with grams flipping. Flow gutter, I'm stuck in the hood like transmission. If my man snitching, I won't even spit my gun off. I catch you while you by yourself and snip your tongue off. Sister gun, dog. This how I got my hands on some cash. Black mask, rain in your stash, gripped and spun off. I click and gun off to feed my plot. You talk like you need these shots. Understand, please get popped when it come to pumping crack shit. I'm like a running back. I know how to read the block. I get cheese and knocks, knocking grams of white off. Before I cop, I'm making sure my man's is right, dog. Let's see if touch takes when your hands get sliced off. I don't play, I just spray like cans of lights off. Downstairs. Where? Oh, yeah. Here you go. Most fake niggas, they don't feel J. Dot. But the bitches be like, ew, Jihad. And for all y'all bitches that want to kill J Dot, I got an eagle with a wide mouth with a still gray dot. Got people that ride out, that'll lay your bride out, and when they hear them cops coming, they yell, squad out. Run up in your hideout, lay whoever try out, take your bricks and pies out and show the block some love. These bitches show me lots of love. Cause I'm in that drought with dubs, this pussy still got hops and sub, man. I'm about to lock the pub, I write so many punches that my book cop boxing gloves. On route, I masked my face and grabbed the 8 I eat cock. This pussy sweet, I had the taste. Regular basket case, flushing blood, I love that. I put a hole in your ass the size of a hubcap. I'm skinny, don't get it fucked up. My niggas is swole. Fucking with me is bad luck like splitting the pole. I tell these bitches visit and roll. I drive, I swear for God, this sneaks died, man, they missing the soul. When I ride, I keep shit in control. I ain't no rookie when the cops come out boogie like that shit in your nose. I can box, but I'm quick to hold gats, man. My gun smoke so much, you need a nicotro patch. Most of y'all niggas is mad. Look, bitches, you had, and I ain't broke no more. I got rid of the cash. I don't fuck around with clowns if they business is bad. Park my car at the zoo. Go visit the Jag. Stick with the jab, but I ain't punching. I got a gat the size of a munchkin. Midgets is mad. If I pull, I'm a spark you, fam. I draw so much that I'ma do life in the art museum. And if I pull a smut, it's for brain and cock. I got things for fancy bitches like Jamie Foxx. I'm from where strangers pop and crack heads. And my chain and watch addicted to rock, they crackheads. Pussy my gat big and I pit it to your cantaloupe. Block like Noah's Ark, I'm running with animals. When it's time to spark, you will act like your hammer broke. The doctor said I'm sick and he can't find an antidote. I run with the 8 pit, one in your face. My lawyer Joe and he won 200 a case.
During this time right here, Cicero was lit. Cicero was riding around with Cassidy, and a lot of people in the city was saying that, you know, he was trying to sound just like Cass, but then you had a lot of fans that just, you know, looked at Cis like, yo, Cis is hot. So, you know, they would eventually battle, as you can see. So during this time, Hat was pulling up on people blocks, bro, and battling them. It's even a joint where, you know, Oskino would talk about Meek and Hat battling.
I know. I should have been an A&R.
Yep, because that's around the time when Meek came out. I remember I was in Glen Mills 05, and I heard niggas from the P talking about, because we was talking about like Cheek and Vok and all of them. They was smoking stuff around that time. And Hattie had just started coming out. But the South Philly people was like, yo, it's this dude Meek Mill. Like, so they
It was
knew
so
about
crazy because both Meek and Joey, I met my right hand man Trick. He from down. We grew up together. He don't even care about rap. When we together, he don't talk. He hate that. He like, oh, I like niggas. He don't fuck with that. He like a super North Philly, super. You know, don't give a fuck about none of that shit. He's like, oh, it's this young boy you got here. I'm like, nigga, when the fuck you start listening? No, he's like, oh, you know, I don't give a fuck about that rap shit. But this nigga is crazy. Kept saying it, bro. So one day we in the car, we see him. He like this little nigga right here. I'm like, this nigga, man. All right, we pull over. That nigga start rapping, bro. I said, oh my god. That year, all I listened to was Joey and Jeezy. That's the only two. That's the only two things I had in my car. Joey, he fucked me up, bro. So when I met him the first day I met him, he was with his friends. I took all his friends to the hotel. Got some chicks to pop him and all that shit. I mean, from the rip, first just knowing. I mean, so Joey was like, I fuck with taking them out to my shows, paying. I mean, give him a couple of dollars out my shit, betting him. Niggas was betting on Joey. They knew they lost. They wasn't no argument. They be like, damn, I lost. So then one day, my other young boy, well, he used to be my homie. He said, I got a homie named Meek Mills you gotta hear. I'm like, yeah. So Meek Mill pull up on the block with Joey block, right? This like 2006, 5 or 6. Him and O'Malley was together. They rapping, right? I'm listening to it. Meek Mills wasn't good as Joey at the time, but he had a rap for every rap. Joey had, it was out there from daytime till it started turning dark, right? Mm-hmm. And then it start raining. They still was rapping. Bro, I wish I had that shit on tape to this day, bro. Meek was like in a blue old ass Grand Marquis. You know what I mean? And on Joey block and shit. I'm sitting there like, though, these niggas. But Meek wasn't as good as he started getting good fast and shit, right? Yeah. Mind you, I'm out there, my $30,000 watch. I'm in the white XK8 with fucking $10,000 rim. I'm already cool. I mean, I'm straight. But I was like, see, they like my little brothers. Like I was like hype about. I was more hype about it like a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas is nasty. These niggas could be rich one day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like people didn't believe it, but I believed it because I seen us do it. So I said, I know they could do it. You know what I'm saying? So I was hyped about that shit. I was all in, 100%. I mean, even if the shit I knew.
Hattie would also come back, TM back, Vok block. with 100 people from down north, bro. They pulling up in all types of Grand Marquises. Y'all know how North was carrying it. You know what I'm saying? They had all the, and shout out to the, you know what I'm saying, the Crown Vic boys and all that, man. But they was coming up there with all them bombed out Grand Marks, Crown Vics, 24s. You know what I mean? They pulled up back TM deep, bro. And, you know, Vok would go to say that he see all these cases and everything pull up, bro. They flooded TM, everybody hopping out. And then he just saw Joey Jihad. You know, Joey Jihad is short and, you know, light. He just, like, light as far as weight. So he came up walking like, yo, where Vok at? Where Vok at? Had started pulling money out like, Vok, what's up? Let's go. And then, you know, Vok came up. They just start going at it. And Vok would also say they was out there rapping similar to, you know, what Oskino just said Meek and Had was doing. They was going round for round, bro. I'm talking about hours. But if you know, anybody ever said something about Had, it was, you know, he would pull up and he would have, you know, bars for days. So, you know, time would go on, and then of course, you know, he would, you know, form the Go-Getters and then get Quill and everything. So it's like when he got Quill, you know, he caught Quill at a time when, you know, Quill was still young, but he was of course hot then. But at that time, Quill wasn't one of the hottest. But when, you know, he was able to get with Had, Quill was able to get more attention. Because remind you, you know, Quill was always hot, but he wasn't one of the hottest. So with him getting with Had, it's like that was the beginning of Quill, you know, becoming what he became today. I was just talking to my man Sheem yesterday. I'm like, I look at Quill. Quill is basically, I consider him, I want to compare his career to, you know, somebody like Jim Jones, where he come from an era, and Jim was hot back then too. If you listen to some of them old Jim freestyles, he was really hot back then. But as time got, you know what I'm saying, as time passed, he got better and better, and also the youth gravitated to him. But anyway, long story short, we heard, you know, Quill going at Hattie, and this is just right here with Hattie coming back outside. You know what I'm saying? This is Hattie. You know, I want y'all to, you know, let me know what y'all think.
Fuck the ice, if I say it's delicate, that just mean it sound light. Got these hoochies like groupies, they fiendin', man, they want the pipe. I be one and done in hoes, lucky if I fuck them twice. I be on my money roll, I remember all them nights. Nope.
Yep.
Pockets obese, Delaries, this a whole, it's in my block full of
Yeah.
block full of missiles.
Get 'em.
Big Hattie Kane spitting flame in the booth now. Hype. Fuck the ice, if I say it's delicate, that just mean it sound light. Got these hoochies like groupies, they fiendin', man, they want the pipe. I be one and done in hoes, lucky if I fuck them twice. I be on my money roll, I remember all them nights. Nope.
Yep.
Pockets obese, Delaries, this a whole, it's in my block full of,
Yeah.
block full of missiles.
Get 'em.
Big Hattie Kane spitting flame in the booth now. Hype. Fuck the ice, if I say it's
Had back outside, y'all. Had back outside. Let's look at what some of the people in the comments was saying. Let's see what the streets of Philly talking about. Somebody would go to say, I like them more than Meek. I met him randomly in high school. A lot of fire emojis. Hollow man put fire emojis. The Kid Magic. You know, as you can see, man, you know, people was anticipating this. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, I hope Quilly wake y'all all up to get back to this. I agree. Hotter than, you know, that a lot of people saying hotter than Meek and stuff like that, and get us back outside. So we all know how Had carry it, man. So let's just see what's going on, man. I remember being on State Road and all that, and the come up show days, man. Y'all know how it used to be, bro. I remember Hattie had came on that joint. Jail was going crazy, kicking the gates. Everybody was going crazy in that joint. That's what one of the things we look forward to, besides of course visits and getting discharged and mail and stuff like that. But you know, at the end of the day, man, the come up show was legendary for, you know, all the rappers from the DVD era, man. You know, so that's just all I got, man. I know it was people saying they need the update on NH, man. If y'all want the update on NH, man, hashtag SVTwiz in the comments.